You've done a lot of questionable things, Bianca, and I've always stood by you.
All right. Hold my hands up. I'm an awful person. But it doesn't make what you're doing any better, Sonia.
Reece said it isn't illegal.
Well, of course he would say that. Don't mean because it isn't illegal that it's right, though, does it?
Debbie's money is our only shot at this. So I'm sorry, Bianca. I ain't got much choice. Now, you're either with us or you're out.
If he can do that to his wife, imagine what else he's capable of. I have seen a completely different side to him, Kat.
All right, if you're right, yeah, then Sonia's going to need someone to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
No. She's done with me. I mean, I even followed him into Debbie's care home. I mean, this is psycho behaviour.
No, you're just looking out for her. Lee, listen to me. There's something else you're not telling me about. What is it?
The mental health nurse just said, like, that I was depressed. And I was like, well, ain't everyone. But then they just said it was a little bit more serious than that.
Listen, B, depression, it's not a death sentence. It's treatable. You just need the right medication.
No, I don't want that. They just gave me all these pills and that. And then I just felt like I was a zombie, like The Walking Dead, and I just took them for, like, just 1 week. That was it.
A week is nothing. If it's not working, then you need to try different medication. I mean, look at Jean. It took her a while to figure her meds out, but now she's perfect.
No, it's not for me, Kat.
So, listen. Sorry about earlier. I didn't mean it. I mean, you know, you're right. It's your choice.
You really are a two-faced little cow, aren't you?
What?
You told Kat, didn't you? You can't help yourself. Do you get a kick out of it, you know, gossiping about other people's misfortunes? Yeah.
Oi, what are you doing?
Hey, everyone, listen up! See this woman? Sweet and innocent little Sonia Fowler.
She ain't so sweet and innocent.
Where do you think she's been getting all the money for the baby making, eh?
Bianca, don't do that.
Oh, here he is, a creep of a boyfriend. Because you know what they've been doing, didn't you? Oh, they've been draining his beloved wife's bank account, haven't they? Yeah, they have, yeah. You know the one who's in the coma, yeah. That one, that's right, yes, because she's nothing but a dirty little thief.
You can leave now.
Bianca, do you really hate me that much?
How do you think I feel when the only person that you have in your corner tell you that they'd be better off without you?
What are you doing now? You can't drive in this state. You could kill somebody or even yourself. Give me them pins.
Don't leave me alone!
Right, we've got two options here. You come inside and we talk about this once and for all, or you do what you do best and run away when things get hard. What's it going to be, Bianca? Bianca!
I want to talk about Bianca.
What, after last night's performance? No.
Ain't you worried?
Yeah. I'm worried about my fertility appointment at the clinic in half hour. I'm worried about Karen, who's grieving for her murdered son. And I'm worried about getting my big-hearted yet oversensitive boyfriend through his eulogy without suffering a nervous collapse. Bianca can look after herself.
We'll talk later, and you will listen.
Activity add-ons. It makes it sound like we're buying shields for World of Warcraft.
How can you compare that to a baby? World of Warcraft's much more important.
There is no way he is gay.
Can we have some tissues, please?
All right. They're out the back.
See? No one cares what Bianca said. The buzzards have buzzed off already.
I'll forgive the mixed metaphor on account of how much I love you.
Oh. Priya? You okay? Priya?
Reese, I'm dying. Promise me you'll help yourself to my wallet. I know you love a dead woman's cash.
You horrible cow. That was really, really mean.
It's all round the square. I'm just doing my duty as the local agent of news.
My eulogy didn't feel right with Karen sobbing like that.
Okay, you can do it in here, can't you?
Reese, I need to have a word with Son. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Go in. I'll be in a minute. Yeah, I'll be by your side. Don't panic.
Right, Bianca, she's got depression.
What are you talking about? No, she hasn't. I would have spotted it.
Yeah, but she didn't want to bother you, because you're having your IVF.
Oh, yeah, she could humiliate me and Reese in the Vic in front of everybody. Yeah, what's that? Her idea of an antenatal class?
She thought she was protecting you, yeah? Now, listen, I'm no nurse, but I know when someone's at their lowest and she's not taking her pills. Just go and speak to her, yeah, before it's too late.
And why has she told you all this and not me?
Sisters. We're complicated, aren't we?
Tiff. Yes, Keegan went straight to the airport. Have you heard from your mum? Bianca?
You said you'd be by my side.
How was the eulogy?
Oh, like a lamb to the slaughter. Look, where'd you go?
Bianca's ill. Kat told me.
I thought you'd never forgive her after she humiliated me.
She's my sister and she's ill.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's wrong with her?
I'd rather not say.
First Debbie, then Keanu, and then today you left me alone. I'm scared I'm going to lose you. I don't want to be alone.
Reese, I'm never going to leave you. I love you.
Reese Colwell, is everything okay with Debbie? Oh, I see, yes. Look, yeah, I just need a little more time. I did pay you $7,500 of it the week before last. No, I'll sort it. Thank you.
It's probably too soon to find out, you know. Should have waited a week or so. If it's negative, I'll do another one next week. And then the week after. You know, maybe it is better not knowing at all. You know, it being a complete surprise, like it was with Bex.
Oh, don't.
Where have you been? Tried to call you, but it just went straight to voicemail.
Oh, I went to see Debbie.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Look, there's something...
Sorry, I should have waited for you to do it, but...
Everything's going to be all right. Everything. I promise. And we had a positive result before and it happened. I'm just saying, statistically, A blighted ovum is responsible for 50% of first trimester miscarriages, isn't it? You know, it could happen again.
Why'd you do that?
What?
Pour cold water over everything. I was absolutely terrified about all of that this morning. But Kathy, she helped me shut out all the doubts and the worries and make me focus on the positive. The most wonderful thing that can happen to anyone. And you go and shove me back off a cliff again.
I was just thinking about the money.
Yeah, money, money, money. It's all you ever think about. Why can't you just be happy for once?
We have no money.
I know.
No, you don't. I told you I owed the care home a few weeks' fees. Well, really, it's 3 months. And the sale of the shares only covered half of it, but now they're threatening to move Debbie out unless I come up with her. It was 13,500. And I know I should have told you, but I didn't want to worry you. And I've been trying to find a way out of this hole. I know I failed you.
You've lied to me. Again.
I'm going to sort everything out.
Please, please, it's just words. You're lying to yourself as well as me. We're in more debt now than we'll ever be able to clear.
It's bad news, I'm afraid, about the tax.
No loophole.
No, sorry. So, I'm going to need you to transfer the funds into the business account, and I'll take care of the rest. So it's 13,500.
Right.
Hello? Oh, no, he's not here at the moment. I'm his partner. Can I take a message?
Yeah, don't worry, mate. It might never happen.
Come and sit down.
Why?
Just come and sit down. I've got some sad news.
Not the baby, not again.
No, nothing like that. They tried to call your mobile, but you didn't answer. The care home called. Debbie died tonight. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was so unexpected.
I guess it was the pneumonia Debbie had a while back.
Oh, I didn't spot any signs earlier.
Really, yeah? What were you doing here? What time?
About 9-ish.
I'm sorry I was so grumpy with you earlier about not signing in. Don't seem important now.
I'm just glad I got to say goodbye.
Is Debbie still in her room?
Yeah, I'd say go on in and see her, but the police have declared it a potential crime scene.
Why?
Well, don't worry. It's standard procedure.
Officer, this is Mr. Colwell, Debbie's husband.
Hello, I'm DC Webster.
Once we've finished speaking with Nurse Jasmine, maybe have a moment of your time.
Please, could you confirm you're Mrs. Debbie Colwell's next of kin?
Yes, I am.
We have a good understanding of Debbie's stroke that brought her here, but any recent medical complications of note?
Yes, pneumonia.
Yeah, she was unwell some time ago.
Thank you. We'll inform the coroner, make sure they incorporate that into the post-mortem.
Post-mortem? But we know all about Debbie's condition. Why do you need... Why can't you just leave her alone? She's been in limbo for years. She deserves dignity at long last.
I'm sorry, it's routine procedure.
I'd like to take him home now.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you. Come on.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Reece said that Debbie was a wonderful woman.
Yes. Thank you.
And who are you?
This is Sonia. My landlady. Talk to me, Sonia. Oh, come on, the silent treatment's not like you.
First the stolen money and now this. How can you not have told them about me?
Look, it was hard enough telling you about Debbie. Look, I suppose I just... avoided it. Look, we know we've done nothing wrong, but to them, it'd be like admitting I cheated on their daughter. I'm a coward.
No more lies. Promise me.
I promise.
I'm happy for you, Reece.
You never loved her. Not really.
Bren, come on.
Reece visited Debbie every week, like clockwork. As did I. I sat and held her hand. I didn't see you there.
I hope you never have to see a child of yours like that. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Is Phil having trouble with some shifty little four-eyes?
Oh, you must mean Reece. He's our accountant.
I saw him on the square before and, well, Phil looked ready to give him a right slap.
No, he's got a bee in his bonnet about this investment that Reece set up for us. I think it's legit. Phil doesn't agree. But these things take time to pay off, don't they? And Phil's about as patient as my 4-year-old.
We must have a reason not to trust the fella.
Well, it came out that he's been rinsing his wife for cash to pay for IVF with his girlfriend. But those details don't matter. But now, Phil reckons everything the man does is dodgy.
Look, I've made mistakes. But I've sacrificed thousands for Debbie's care. I lost my home. But I'll pay you and Hugh back every penny.
Oh no. This isn't about the cash. No, it's about you. And this act you're putting on.
Act?
You stole that money because you were dishonest. There's something broken in you. Yeah, I sensed it the first time Debbie brought you home, and I could never shake it. You're not good, Reece, and you're definitely not the bumbling sweetheart that you're making out to be. Oh, you might have fooled all them out there and that Sonia one. But I know what you really are.
You never liked me. I mean, why are you treating me like this? What did I ever do to you?
You know, people used to joke about Debbie marrying her dad, but do you know my Hugh? Oh, he's got light in him. Whereas all I ever saw in you was weird little corners filled with cobwebs. Debbie got wise to you in the end. Yes, she used to phone me up and tell me about your annoying little ways.
You're just saying that to hurt me.
Oh, she could hardly stand to be near you. It was only a matter of time before she packed up and left. Tragic that she never got the chance. I am going to tell the police about you stealing our money. And when they start digging into you, who knows what they're going to turn up? Hmm?
I explained to Kathy that it was your grandmother's ring.
It's not that.
Well, what is it then?
Look, I just think, this should be the happiest time of our lives. We got engaged, and we're having a baby.
People are always going to talk.
But maybe if we got away, just for a few days, a week maybe, or even 2. A month might have close to do anyone the world would
Listen,
give.
I've told you, if we run away, it makes us look guilty.
Just keep winning everything.
You're still grieving, Reese.
Listen, we could still go and grab lunch, in town somewhere. If we go right now.
What's gotten into you?
Open the door!
Phil knows. There's no investment. And I said I'd pay him back. Today.
Ray! Open the door! Ray, open the door now! Open the door! Reese! I told you I want my money, do you hear me?
Phil, mate, this ain't the way.
There you are, you know.
Whoa!
How can you have a conversation if you're banging the door down like the bleeding Gestapo?
Sonia, stay out of this.
No, she's right. Maybe we should...
Yeah, you can shut up and all.
Lay one finger on him and I'm calling the police.
Yeah, you can tell them about your thieving boyfriend one in there, can't you?
No one is calling the police and no one is putting anyone else in hospital.
He was desperate, Sharon.
The Sonia I knew would never have turned a blind eye to theft.
Look, we lost the baby we thought we were having. He just wanted to get that back. For me. We've got an early scan tomorrow. Just to check everything's okay. We'll pay you back. I promise. Reece just lost his wife.
If it wasn't for me, he'd be following me into the ground.
What Sonia means is, Debbie had a life insurance policy.
We're just waiting for them to dot the I's and cross the T's and the money will be yours. I promise.
The money comes to us as soon as the policy comes in. Now, I'm doing this for you and your baby, not for him.
Life insurance. We don't know if Brenda and Hugh might get it stopped.
It'll come through. All right?
Reese, you alone?
Yes, like Sonia's just popped out. She needed some air.
Listen, you can relax. Phil won't be coming back. Because I'm going to take on the debt. Now, any chance of a cup of tea?
So I'll be working for you.
Now you're getting it. Look, me and my lads, we've had a spot of trouble lately, and let's just say it wouldn't do us any harm to start afresh. But if you'd rather deal with Phil instead, that's totally up to you. Otherwise, I'll call you and you answer. What'd you say? We got a deal?
Seem happy?
I'm just so relieved about our baby. And the fact that all this stuff with Phil's gone away. Maybe this Teddy fella is a straight shooter, like you said.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. And maybe Debbie's life insurance will come through quicker than we thought. You know, you can clear the debts and focus on the baby. This time next year, we might be pushing a pram around this square.
Look, Whoever he or she is, whatever they're like, I can't wait to meet them. And I can't wait to marry you.
Hey, son. All right. Reece, can I have a word, mate?
What's with all the cloak and dagger?
Well, maybe there's something going on in the party we don't want you to know.
Oh, I don't want any surprises, Martin,
Yeah.
please.
What is it? Is there something happened?
Look, I didn't want to tell you in front of Sonia, you know, because of the baby and that. And, maybe it's nothing, but I just thought you should know. There's a couple of old Bill sniffing around the square asking questions about you and Debbie. Would you know anything about that?
I'll get it. Oh, it's for you. Reece? Reece, what's wrong? Oh. All right, I think you're having a panic attack. Look, whatever it is, you can tell me. Because I love you. I want to marry you. I want to have your baby. And I want us to be together forever.
I think that's it. This morning, the scan, I was so worried. I tried not to show it, but I was scared stiff. After the last time, it was okay. Our baby was okay. I felt so happy. Thinking about our future together. Our baby. I want it so much. I suppose deep down, I just can't believe it's not all going to get taken away from me.
You might be getting second bowl. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm marrying the best man in the world.
Well, I'm sure David Beckham and the Tel Alarm would have something to say about that.
Oh.
Reece Colwell.
What do you want? He's told you everything he knows.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
Maybe we should step outside.
This is an engagement party, if you don't mind. What's going on?
I think you should go with him, mate.
I haven't done anything wrong.
See what you're doing? Look how upset he is. He's a victim. He's lost his wife and you're re-traumatising him.
Calm down.
No, I will not flaming calm down. Debbie's parents keep pressuring the police to look at him. Debbie was a very sick woman. Sick people die.
We believe Mrs. Colwell was murdered.
Murdered?
We'd like you to come with us.
No. No, you're not taking him.
We're taking you both. Do not... Reece Colwell and Sonia Fowler. I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Deborah Colwell. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Let's go.
I didn't kill her. I know why you might think I did, because I'm the husband, and then it's always the husband. Mr. Cole. No, and then you've got Debbie's parents shouting the odds, and now I'm getting married again, and you've put 2 and 2 together, and you've come up with 5. And you don't need to be an accountant to know that's wrong.
Mr. Colwell,
no, stop. No, then they need to understand this. Debbie was very sick. More sick than you probably understand.
Your wife was smothered to death with a pillow. Fibres from that pillow were found in her nasal cavities and in her throat. You'll recall that both of you voluntarily provided us with a DNA sample. Forensics found DNA from you and Ms. Fowler on the pillow that was used to murder your wife.
The nurse on duty said you entered her room without signing in, breaching the care home regulations.
Because there was no one on reception.
Were you in the habit of visiting Mrs. Colwell on your own?
Once or twice. To take the pressure off of Reece, and I liked visiting her.
And why did you visit her on this occasion?
I don't know.
You never felt like she was in the way?
No, I did not.
Okay. It's just that we have a witness statement. You were heard saying, and I quote, "Things would be much easier if she was dead."
Are you okay, Mr. Caldwell? Your movements, the night Debbie died?
Oh, no, I went to Peggy's. It's a bar. Turpin Road.
Yeah, I know it. And was it just you, or did Miss Fowler go with you?
It was just me. I had a business meeting with Phil Mitchell and Sharon Watts. And then I stayed on for a drink after they left. The new manager, Penny, she can vouch I was there till at least, I don't know, 10.
We'll look into it.
I was at home, like I said. Did you talk to the estate agent yet?
Yes, we did. We also spoke to some of your family and friends, but they couldn't provide an alibi to cover the whole time of death window. The estate agent also said that you agreed to put your house up for sale, but you took it off after Mrs. Colwell's death.
This joke has had me jumping through hoops to see my client. You, don't say another word. You, do one, is sacked. I'm representing her now, and I need time alone with my client so as I can work out exactly how many shades of stupid you lot are.
And are you helping Reese as well?
No. And I wouldn't agree to that anyway. Not when there's a chance of conflicting interests.
Why would there be a conflict?
Well, if he actually did kill his wife for starters, do you think it's possible?
No,
Why'd you hesitate?
I didn't.
Look, you need to be really honest with me. Because if he did hurt her, there's a chance he could throw you under the bus to save his own backside.
Reese wouldn't do that.
In my experience, you never really know what a person is capable of until they're facing down 20 to life. Could he have murdered his wife? Right. I've spoken to my client, and you got nothing. It's a farce. You need to charge or release.
And Reese too.
Mr. Colwell's already been discharged.
Oh, thank God. So am I free to go now?
We've got physical evidence linking you to the crime. You had a clear and pressing motive, and you don't have an alibi. I've spoken to the CPS, and they agree with me. We're going to charge you with the murder of Deborah Colwell.
I don't understand why this is happening to me. She was alive when I left. Who could have done this?
Is it any possibility that it was Reese that killed Debbie? Look, it don't add up, son. I mean, he lied to you in the beginning, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was under a lot of stress.
He lied about where he got the IVF money from. And Martin said that he stole money from Debbie and her parents, and they haven't got a good thing to say about him.
Yeah, well, Reese said that they never liked him.
Do you know about the money that he took from Phil and Sharon? It takes a lot to swindle a Mitchell.
Look, just stop it, all right? He's a good man. I know he's made mistakes, but you're making him out to be some sort of monster, and he's not.
I'm just stating the facts. Look, it's easy to fix an alibi.
Look, me and this baby, they mean everything in the world to him. He wouldn't leave me in here. He couldn't. You're wrong, Jack. If you just let him in here to see me, you'll see. Please.
You've got a couple of minutes, otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble, yeah?
I didn't kill killer.
I know you didn't.
I was so worried you'd think that I'd done it, but I couldn't do that to you or her.
I know. Are you okay? You eating? You need to stay calm for the baby.
How can I stay calm? Oh. Right. I need to ask you something. I don't want to, but I need to hear it from you. Did you do anything to Debbie? Well, maybe you thought that Debbie had suffered enough. You know, I can understand it if you wanted to help her on her way.
I didn't kill her. You know I couldn't do something like that. I loved her.
I'm sorry, I know. I wanted it to be different with this baby. Pregnancy yoga and the antenatal classes and balancing a cup of tea on my bump. I never had that with Bex.
Well, we're still gonna have all of that this time.
Are we? Do you know what stress does to this kind of pregnancy? All right, and even if I go full term, it's going to happen again, isn't it? They're going to take my baby away from me, aren't they?
Please don't cry, please. I need to tell you something. You are not having our baby in prison. I promise.
I'm sorry, Sonia. Right, they're ready for you now. They're going to transfer you to the prison where you'll await trial, all right? They're going to put you in the medical wing, so they'll take care of you.
I don't want to go. No, Jack, please, I'm scared. I don't want to go.
Don't make me regret bringing you in.
Oh, no,
right?
please, Jack. I'm really scared.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sonia. I'm going to do everything I can to get you out, I promise. I love you.
I love you.
You're right. Bet you wish them two hadn't shown up.
I knew it had to happen sometime.
Yeah, but I mean, you wasn't expecting that though, was you? Going behind your back, changing things up. It's not fair, Reese. You need a drink.
No.
After the day you've had, hot chocolate ain't gonna cut it.
Please, Bianca. I don't...
Please, let me do this. Yeah, I've given you so much grief the last couple of weeks, and, you know, Sonia would not want me behaving like this. Let me make it up to you, please. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe just the one.
Yes. Come on. Sod 'em. Sod a lot of them. I mean, even Sonia can't be bothered with me half the time.
Sonia always sees the best in me. Well, she'd do anything to help me. She was even going to sell this place. Because that's what love is, isn't it? It's not rewriting your will, making sure your grieving husband doesn't have anything proper to remember you by. I spent everything on Debbie's care. Over 10 years of marriage, and I've got absolutely nothing to show for it.
I can't believe the way that Brenda spoke to you. I mean, if that was me, I'd have punched her in the face. Oh, what am I like? Look, using your letter as a coaster. I hope it's nothing important.
It's actually a letter about Debbie's life insurance.
Life insurance.
The police have put a stop on the money. That's why they think Sonia, well, you know.
So you thought you'd be getting a few quid then, did you?
Where have you been? I've been texting you like mad.
You know you left your back door unlocked.
I have been throwing vodka down Reese's throat all night, and if you hadn't have barged in, he would have spilled his guts by now.
Bartley, this ain't good. You're going to get me caught up in some mad scheme. You're going to get me stood in front of a judge.
Oh, turn it in, will you?
Listen, the only reason I lent you my stuff was for the good karma. This ain't good. This is terrible.
Look, I'm the one putting my neck on the line here. I will give you that stupid microphone back, but please, you've just got to go away.
Actually, I think it might be better if he stays.
We both know you're not being honest. Not about Debbie, not about loads of stuff.
I'm grieving. My partner's in prison. I'm focused on Sonia and the campaign.
Oh, bigging yourself up again, acting like Mr. Hard Done By.
Bianca.
I ain't buying it, Reese. Because I don't believe a single word that comes out of your mouth. If Dot knew there was a little snake like you living in here, she'd be turning in her grave.
Right, we're going. You're out of order.
Stop it, Freddie! I ain't doing what you tell me. I've got leggings that are older than you!
I'm so sorry about all this, Reece.
This ain't over. I am going to get my sister out of prison, you murderer! And I'm going to tell the world what you've done! I'm going to scream it until somebody believes me!
How can we just go now?
You idiot! 5 more minutes and I would have had him! I have let my Sonia down! I've let her down!
Come on, let's just go. Stop crying. I'll take you to Cat.
Leave me alone!
Reece, I'm so sorry about all this.
Reece! Oh, you look a bit rough. What is it, an hangover or is the guilt eating you up?
Some of us are using logistical steps to highlight Sonia's innocence.
Well, my logistical steps is proving you're a trombone-playing Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know full well I played a tuba, and I don't care for your wild and improbable accusations. I'm just trying to bring Sonia home.
If you cared that much about Sonia, you would turn yourself in. Debbie's life insurance is your motive, and you might think you can fool everyone in this square, but not me. I'm going to stay in that van until I see you crack.
No, I'm sorry to hear you're sleeping in your taco van. Have you considered phoning one of your many children and going to stay with them? Oh, no, that's right, because they can't stand your foghorn mouth either. Now, it's clear you're not conducive to a successful campaign, so I suggest you keep your distance.
Oh, showing that nasty little temper again, eh? It'll catch up with you, Reece, mark my words, and everyone will see it!
Just stay out of my way. I'm warning you. Thank you all for continuing to support the SOS campaign.
You can't turn your back on family, no matter how hard you try.
But we do still have a great deal to raise if we're to afford a decent defence for Sonia. I've been making a few...
Sorry I'm late. Nothing could have kept me away, look. I've had these printed for the campaign. I thought it would help us get over social media before the trial.
You've had 50 minutes.
Yeah, well, I thought we could do, like, some kind of, like, flash mob dance kind of thing down the tube. What do you reckon we could get Stacey Dooley involved?
How are we even financing this?
Well, my mate Jamie is going to send you the invoice, Reece. Donation pot should cover it, eh?
No, that money is for legal fees, and we've barely raised enough as it is.
Well, we need to raise awareness, don't we? You know, we need to, like, to accumulate? Anyway, whatever. Who agrees?
Have you lost the plot?
I think Reece is right with this one, Bianca.
What?
As leader of the campaign...
No, she's my sister, Reece.
No one's debating that, but come on, it's all a bit, impulsive.
Like, stupid.
What?
You can't ask locals for money and then spend it on tacky merch.
This is not tacky.
Please, let's not turn on each other. Bianca, thank you, but I think it's best if you get a refund.
Shut up, Reece. You can barely run your wife a bath, let alone a campaign. You know what? Shove your meat in. Give me that.
Where's her family at?
Anybody want Kojo's first pint?
Yeah. Bill never turns down a good deal. Thank you, Kojo. Nice one.
White wine spritz, please, with ice. Are you deaf?
Wait, patient.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking foreign, am I? White wine spritzer.
I know you're stressed.
No,
but...
I just want a flaming drink,
No, you're
all
just
right?
embarrassing yourself.
He's the one with a pole up his jacksie, but have you got ADHD?
Well, you're out. Get out.
Are you having a laugh, George? I tell everyone got ADHD, ACDC.
Let me give you a hand with these.
I'd rather you give me a hand back at your place.
As tempting as that sounds, I'm good.
Oh. Only interested when your wife's in the country, is that it? What's wrong with me, eh? Blokes like you make me sick! You think the sun shines out your...
very much, sir.
I'm all right. Just go away. Leave me alone. Oh.
Bianca?
Dad! You know what? You're just the same as everyone else. Reese is a cold-blooded killer. He's a psycho. And this basket case is going to do something about it.
I don't think of you like that.
You don't think of me at all.
Well, that ain't true either.
So why haven't I heard from you then, let alone seen you for the last few years?
Well, I have been a bit absent, I know, but...
I don't think that doesn't hurt me as well, because it does. Oh, you've not even bothered to find out about Reese. All you're doing is just taking Kat's word for it. Haven't it ever occurred to you, not for a single second, that maybe I might be right about this?
I'm looking for Mr. Colwell.
Me?
You're Reese Colwell? I'm David Wicks. I'm Bianca's dad. Have you got a few minutes? Can I come in?
What is all this?
I just want to talk through what's happened.
Look, I've already told everything to the police. And I'm sure your daughter's told you everything she thinks she knows. Are you going to force-feed me vodka as well?
Do what?
Or try and trap me into some sort of confession?
She doesn't even know I've come over to see you. I just want to have a little chat. Just you and me, yeah?
It's like she's got one thought in her head and nothing's going to shift it.
So why? Why? Why is she so convinced that this is all down to you?
Because she's mad.
Don't you dare call my daughter names.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You haven't been here. You don't know what she's been doing. I can't go outside with wondering what's next. Another brick, or worse. And I should be out there, fundraising, talking to the papers. Instead, look at me, hiding away inside.
Sounds to me like you're scared of her. And I'm scared and all. Not for you, though. I've been you. I felt like I was living a nightmare. Right here, on this square, as it goes. Everywhere I looked, whatever I did, all I could see was people getting hurt.
So what did you do?
I got out. I got the hell away.
Kat says she saw you going in. What, has he held his hands up, has he? Taking him down the neck. Is that what this bag's all about?
Yeah, your dad's right. If I don't do this, who knows where it'll end.
If he don't do what?
Look, darling, he's just going up to Peterborough for a bit to be closer to Sonia. Might be for the best.
What do you mean?
Well, put some distance between himself and all this.
All this? What, me, you mean, I suppose? Why are you defending him?
Oh, for crying out loud, Bianca! This is just what Joe used to be like. He'd get one thing in his head and that's all he could see.
Why are we talking about Joe?
Bianca.
Do you think I'm schizophrenic?
Bianca,
Do you think this is all in my
I
head?
just
Do you
don't
think I'm
want to
sick?
see you getting into trouble.
Ricky asked you to come back and help just for a minute, and just for a minute I thought you were gonna. I should have known that you would let me down.
Darling,
just
please,
like you
please.
let Joe down, just like you let everyone down.
It's true what they say, isn't it, David? Bad pennies and that.
Grim up north.
Oh, well, actually, Peterborough's more commonly considered to be the Midlands. It's north of the Watford Gap, but very much the south to those in the real north of the country. So, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, that friend of mine I was telling you about, he's acquired some footage from a warehouse near your late wife's care home. The whole place is wired for CCTV. Should we call it 5 minutes? I've just got to make a quick call. I'll drive.
Oh, has Martin been in here already?
I was just telling Reese, I might have something a lot better than money to help your sister. Excuse me.
Really? Go on, spill.
I wouldn't want you getting your hopes up.
It's a bit late for that.
And to be honest, this friend of Teddy's, well, he sounds dodgy as anything. I mean, for all we know, the whole thing could be a con.
I am buzzing, Reese. Why are you not buzzing about this?
Well, you know, I just think that caution would serve us better at this stage. You know, we don't want to get carried away. But don't worry, as soon as Teddy and I have seen the footage, I'll come straight home and report in.
Report in? Are you joking? I'm coming with you. Give me 2 minutes.
Mr. Mitchell, do you think we could go now?
Just give me 1 minute, would you? Sorry about that.
Like right now?
I'm gonna have to call you back. Come on then. Well, it looks like you got everything you need. I'll go catch up with my mate, give you some privacy.
Bianca?
What are you playing at, Race?
Teddy and I looked at all the footage and there was nothing of any use. You know, a few cats. So I warned you it would probably come to nothing. I mean, you got yourself all worked up. No wonder you got confused.
I am not confused, Reese.
Look, I never said you could come with us. I didn't. I'm sorry if you think otherwise, but everyone gets confused. Brain fog, my mum used to call it.
Where'd you get that from? Brain fog.
I told you my mum said it. You got muddled, you know. It happens to everyone.
I've just been round at your place. No one answered. Do you know, I stuck my neck on the line getting Reese access to that CCTV. And the minute my back was turned, he's legged it out of there with a flash drive.
You said there was nothing on it. You wouldn't bother taking it if there was nothing on it, would you? Lying little weasel.
Oi! Oi! I've seen Teddy. Nothing on that flash drive, was there? You can't keep me out. I live here. You can't hide from me forever.
How'd you get past me? I told you I spoke to Teddy and he said the CCTV footage he gave you has gone missing.
CCTV?
Yeah. Of the care home the night Debbie died. You wouldn't happen to know where it is, would you?
Actually, I destroyed it. I only took the flash drive to be sure there was nothing on it.
Did you look at it or didn't you?
Well, I couldn't find the courage in the end. I mean, what if it showed something we didn't like? What if there was some footage that made things worse for Sonia, not better?
Running away or something?
Well, anything that might look bad, I suppose.
You were the one saying in the Vic that there's probably nothing on the flash drive.
Well, then, chances are I was right. But I got to thinking, what if? And once I started thinking, I couldn't stop thinking. But before I knew what I was doing, I'd smashed the thing. Obviously, I wasn't being rational, but, you know, I've not been sleeping well lately.
What? You were saying yesterday about hypoallergenic pillows and how you're sleeping like a baby. You've told so many lies, Reese, you don't know what's up anymore, do you?
All right, steady on.
No! I think you did watch it. And I think there was something on it you didn't want people to see, and they would start looking twice at you instead of Sonia.
You've really crossed the line there, Bianca.
So what? You know I'm right. Why would you do that unless there was something on it you didn't want people to see?
Did you manage to get hold of Reese then?
I just asked him, straight up. No messing about, no playing games. Did you steal the footage?
Well, I suppose it's one way to skin a cat.
You know what he did? He admitted it to me in front of Martin that he had took the flash drive and destroyed it, and he wasn't even sorry about it.
And that's funny, is it?
Yes, it's hilarious because he has literally destroyed the evidence and still convinced everyone around here that he's not dodgy while he's walking around like cute, harmless little Reese, doing cute, harmless little things.
So what if I was to tell you the flash drive Reese destroyed wasn't the only copy?
Mr. Mitchell, I think I owe you an apology. I don't know what I was thinking taking that footage. It's the stress, you know, it's making me do funny things.
So, you admit it then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bianca said as much. See, I just can't see why you bothered getting rid of the flash drive if there was nothing on it.
You know what? I told Bianca I didn't even look at it. I mean, she's so erratic. I didn't want her getting wound up and, you know, jumping to conclusions.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, Sonia was on the CCTV. She walks out of Debbie's care home and then takes off a pair of gloves and throws them in the bin. I mean, they were probably surgical gloves. She's a nurse, and I know there must have been a good reason because I know Sonia, but for someone who didn't, well, you know, they might think. Look, I knew the second I saw that footage, I couldn't let anyone else get hold of it. I had to destroy it there and then. And so I did.
You need to go home. Right now.
Gotcha.
My birth certificate.
How could it come round?
Well, I'm here now.
And it's totally legit, yeah?
Yeah. So now you can tell Martin, can't you? Because he won't be the first one round here to miss years off his kid's life.
Look, we need to talk. Can we go somewhere private? It's about Ruby.
Ruby. That's one way to ruin a celebration.
When I was inside with Chrissy Watts, I was looking for the right time to tell you, and
Tell me what?
I wanted to be sure, so I talked to Phil, and Johnny heard and did some digging, but the bloke he got, Chrissy said when Ruby was inside that she'd had a baby. It's your baby. son.
I've got another kid. A little boy. With Ruby.
What? Well, when did she make that up?
She told me she was pregnant when she left. I just didn't listen.
I won't believe anything that comes out of that lying cow's mouth.
Just keep running over the day that she got arrested.
She'd say anything, Martin. I mean, after everything she put us through. How do you know that? Who told you?
Sharon, apparently Chrissy Watts told her when she was in prison.
Oh, right, and Chrissy Watts has seen the bump, has she?
Sharon's been finding proof.
Seen the proof, have you? No. That woman lied to put me in prison. If you have got a son out there, you're going to need more than what some old con said to Sharon. Martin says you've got some proof.
Well, now you've had a bit of space, I am.
I ain't saying that she's lying, but...
This is the birth certificate.
Where did you get that?
Roman.
You ain't even on there.
His name's Roman.
What if this is just another one of her games?
Ruby's a lot of things, but I'm not sure she was ever a cheat.
You bang on about family and how important it is.
I was waiting for...
And you hide this from me?
Martin.
Yeah, if you've got that, you know where Ruby is.
Just give me her address.
It's not that simple.
Sharon, you were inside months ago. You had every
There's
chance to tell me.
else you need to know, Martin.
I'll get rid of him.
Look, I have got a son out there, and if you're not going to give me her address,
Please,
I'll go out and find her
Martin,
myself.
Please.
I think you've got something of mine.
Have I got a son out there?
Well, you just said you found a birth certificate, so...
Have I?
Yes. You always wanted a baby. Well, unlike you, some of us don't just get to pop them out with every man we jump into bed
Right, well,
with.
you can take me to him.
Do you think I'm stupid?
No.
I can't.
Wasn't a question.
He's got rights.
Come on, Ruby, it's his son.
I don't have custody.
Eyes just fall out down there every time you open your mouth.
In prison, I gave birth to a baby boy. And then I gave him up for adoption.
So was it because you was in prison? Did they say that you couldn't keep him?
No, they put me in a mother and baby unit.
So why? How could you just...
Well, when I was in there, all those people around, all that help.
So you didn't just... How long did you have him for?
He was 3 months old when I was released. I was all on my own. Couldn't even look after myself.
However bad things were between us when we broke up.
It was so hard, you know, being on your own. Single mum. And don't say to me, Stacey, because, well, she's always had all her family. Had you.
You could have had me.
You burnt all the bridges.
So you just decided to give him up?
No, I just thought he would have a better life in another home with someone else to love him.
You were so desperate, though. Like, you did the endometriosis, all the miscarriages.
Yeah, and when I had it, I couldn't do it. I failed. I was a terrible parent. You happy now?
Happy that you gave my son away.
You know what? You were terrible too. You were an awful husband. And an even worse dad. Here 1 minute, gone the next. Your kids are a mess. Martin, they always have been.
You do not get to talk about my kids.
Wherever our son is, he's better off without either of us.
I'm gonna go and find her. Get the number for that adoption agency.
What do you think? Oh, look, I mean, I know she said that she would come and find you, but... Martin, something don't add up.
I think that's up, Stace.
No, she was shifty, like when you said you wanted to meet him.
You think she's lying?
Well, wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Well, Sharon's got her address.
Well, if you want to find her sooner, she left in a cab. One of Kat's. Well, maybe she's just come to visit a friend or a boyfriend.
Well, maybe she's ill.
Martin, if she was ill, she would be in a bed. And she ain't come here at this time of day for an appointment.
Maybe she's not here at all then, Stace. Maybe she's just asked the cabbie to drop her here.
This is stupid. She could be anywhere.
No, but please, just 5 more minutes, yeah?
Martin, I know you want answers, but please, let's just come back tomorrow. We'll get the address of Sharon.